Welcome to the Decision Making Errors series. I'm David Wilkinson. I'm the director of Centre I and the author of The Ambiguity Advantage. In this series of very short videos, just about 2 to 3 minutes each, we're going to start to have a look at some of the traps and the fallacies and errors that decision makers frequently make. The first fallacy that we're going to have a look at is a thing called the perfect solution fallacy. Now, this is probably one of the most simplest errors that problem solvers and decision makers make, and probably one of the most frequent. It's based on a couple of assumptions. The first assumption is that there actually is a perfect solution to any particular problem. Now, when you think about this, the more complex a problem gets, the less likely there is to be one perfect solution. And yet boards, particularly groups of people, spend an inordinate amount of time trying to find one solution that will solve all of the parts of the problem, make sure that all of the symptoms have gone away. And quite often as a result, the solution that they do come up with, you quite sometimes can make things worse. The second part of this assumption is that solutions get rejected because part of the problem still exists after the solution has been applied. Now, I just want to give you a couple of quick examples of this in operation. The first one is drink driving advertising. So, adverts that governments put on television channels and in newspapers and things like that to try to stop people drink driving. Now, part of the argument is that the adverts don't work, and that the adverts don't work because people still drink and drive. Now, just because some people still drink and drive doesn't mean that the adverts aren't working, and in fact there is quite a lot of evidence to show that the adverts do cut down on the amount of drink driving. However, it doesn't stop all of it. So the question's got to be, is the solution a bad solution because it reduces it, or is it a solution that just fixes part of the problem? And the same thing for something like wearing seatbelts. There's an argument that wearing seatbelts doesn't stop people being killed in cars, and that's very true. It doesn't stop people being killed in cars, but it does drastically reduce the amount of fatalities and the amount of serious injuries once car accidents occur. So people who look for a perfect solution criticise seatbelt wearing because it doesn't solve all of the problems and it doesn't stop all of the deaths. So this is a very good fallacy to look out for in your next problem solving endeavours, next decision making endeavours, and you'll probably start to see it occurring in other people.